What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Poor Michigan Reviews, guys. I have a impromptu review from Arvon once again, but it is not going to be a New England style IPA today. It is not going to be a sour. It's going to be a behemoth of a beer, guys. It's called Darkness Overload, the vanilla variant. Unfortunately, this can exploded earlier, so it just gave me a reason to take this home and review it, guys. I was not going to dump this down the drain. This might have messed with the carbonation potentially, because this did pop the seal about 6-7 hours ago, to be quite honest though, guys. But it's a 12% monster, aka Imperial Stout with Planifolia Vanilla, and that's it. There is literally nothing else. I don't even know what that is, guys. I can barely read the can because, as you can hear, there's no carbonation to pop because it already occurred. I'm going to pour this into the glass and I'm going to look at the side of the can a little bit more. Pretty jet black pouring in there, guys. That's incredible. A little bit of dark brown in there as well, with a little bit of creamy, dark mocha, frothy, creamy head that is saturating the top of that glass. It's actually gorgeous looking. That looks like a freaking awesome stout, if you ask me, guys. Check that out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Already getting like notes of creamy vanilla. Kind of smells like an oatmeal stout in a way. So yeah, what do we have? Planifolia. I literally don't know what that is, guys. I have to be quite honest with you. I've never heard of that. This can is running about $7.99 a can, guys. It's a big stout. 12%. Take it as you will. Kind of on par with other large Imperial Stouts. It's not barrel aged, though, is it? So that's kind of interesting. I just realized this is not in the barrel. It was not barrel aged. So tough to say why it's $8, but guys, Arvon quality, we're used to this. It's a higher price point. It is what it is. It's absolutely great looking dark beer in the glass, though, guys. Let's go to an aroma officially. That head is not going away, by the way. Dark roasted malts, a little bit of dark coffee, dark chocolates, sweet vanilla extract coming out. That's what I get. A little bit of earthy, kind of dark maltiness. A little bit of sweet crackery malt too, like it's got this nice sweetness up front, almost like there was like graham crackers thrown into the mix. It's hard to say, guys. It's not as warm as it should be, but it's definitely not ice cold or anything. It's kind of still a little bit chilled though. The head has dissipated a little bit. There's been just a little layer left behind. But there we go, guys. Let's dive in. It's the Darkness Overload Vanilla variant. Ooh. Dry roasty back end. Like super, super dry. You get this sweetness up front that you think is going to be just overdone and just candied and kind of annoying to the palate, but that really doesn't come through. Again, this is a little chilled, but I didn't think it was going to be this dry, but I will say I should have thought differently because Arvon does make incredibly well-balanced drinkable beers. Apparently 12% is going down like butter also, guys. Again, it has that creamy, almost like oatmeal vibe going down. It's got these oaty creaminess that's kind of attributing to smooth, soft drinkability that's going down. I can't believe that it's going down that easy, actually. It's definitely a vanilla, but I thought it was going to be more sharp. It's there. It's definitely there. I think as this warms up a tad bit more, it'll be accentuated a little bit. But in my opinion, this is more of a nice dark roasted stout. On the back end, the roasted malts are really coming out. That kind of like... It wants to be like a slight bit of fruitiness and kind of like that fennel thing, but it's not quite to that level. It seems a little bit more biased towards the vanilla variant in here, guys. That's kind of the most dominating factor that comes out. Again, a little bit of like dark roasted coffee, maybe like Sumatra coffee, that kind of vibe. You're getting a slightly bittering action from like a dark chocolate. But really, dark roasted malts, a little bit of molasses, that earthy graininess coming out, a little bit of that smooth, crackery oatmeal vibe. But again, vanilla, the biggest thing you're getting off the top and through the middle, guys. And then you're hit with like that bitter graininess on the back end that kind of lingers for quite some time. 12%. I'm not getting a lot of ABV. I'm really not. I'm not getting a huge warming going down. It's just a very drinkable 12% beer. Wow. I don't know if I love the way that the vanilla plays with like the roastiness. Like they're kind of fighting each other. Like they don't transition as well as I'd like it to. Like the vanilla is just kind of like grappling with that earthy bitterness on the back end. So it kind of makes it less than stellar, I guess, as it finishes. Maybe if there was a little bit more depth, maybe another layer that was in here, it would kind of even that fighting out a little bit. It would kind of bring in a middleman, and you could kind of transition from one to the other a little bit better. But that's just me picking at this a little bit, and I kind of have to, because it's $8 beer, so we have to be honest, right? So I don't love the finish per se. I think it has great drinkability for 12%. I think the vanilla is nice, but the darkness overload has other variants. This is just the vanilla one, so we'll see if I like the other variants a little bit more, guys. Let's give this a rating here. Yeah, I mean, it's still smooth, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how the vanilla grapples with the bitterness and roastiness on the back end for some reason. But drinkability's there, smoothness is there. There's like, again, that oatmeal, grainy, graham cracker vibe, smoothness. It's very nice. I'm just going to go with a 4 out of 5 because drinkability is incredible. I think it's there. Again, wish there's a little bit more depth. Wish there's a little bit other aspects to this beer, or some other adjuncts maybe thrown in the mix. But this is just the vanilla variant, guys. It is what it is. 4 out of 5 for me. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been the Darkness Overload Vanilla from Arvon. Get it if you can and while you can. It's been Poor Michigan Reviews. Cheers.